My name is Angie Hotz, and I'm a student midwife. And over the weekend on Saturday, I had some student friends of mine come over and we did an IV skills day and we practiced doing IVs on each other. And it was so fun. After it was over, I think all of us left with just this, this high from learning and from the camaraderie and being around other people who get it. We do an online program where we are required to participate in classes online. So we have to sign in with webcams and microphone, and we get to know each other, but it's still virtual. It's just so powerful to have people over and to talk and learn from each other in person. So I took some notes. And I know there are things that I'm forgetting, but the important things that I learned, I took some notes and I want to share with you some of the things that we learned. So first of all, I learned a couple of these things from a gal who has an Instagram. I can't remember her name right now, but she has an Instagram account and she's the IV queen. So if you look her up on Instagram. So one of the things that we learned and that we tried and were very successful with was a double tourniquet. And the double tourniquet really just puts, you can really get those veins to pop out. So with that double tourniquet in mind, you can put a Chux pad, which Emily, one of my student friends, her preceptor does this. And so Emily brought this to the table. You can put a Chux pad around the arm and then put your tourniquets on top of the Chux pad so you can really just wrench it down and not hurt the person. It's not hurting their skin at all. And if the person is a little fluffier, one of the issues with IVs with people who have more body fat on their arms is that when you tighten the tourniquet, it rolls and it hurts. The tourniquet ends up being the most uncomfortable thing about it. So you can put that Chux pad on and just really tighten it down and it doesn't hurt them. It's this magical thing. And you can even do a double tourniquet to really make those veins pop out. So if you have someone who has more tissue on their arms, and if you have somebody that's really dehydrated and you need those veins to pop, that will do it. So Jay, one of the other students that came, he taught us about putting a 4x4 gauze underneath the catheter before you switch out. So the catheters that we're using, you have to occlude the vein or it's going to bleed. So yay for bleeding, you hit the vein and it's successful, but it can also be messy and it can be disturbing for the client. But if you put a little 4x4 underneath the catheter before you switch out, before you take the needle out and then hook up your line, it can catch the blood and make the mess a lot less. And the last thing that I have notes on is don't put pressure on. So when you're ready to discontinue and you're ready to pull the catheter out, you're done with the fluids. Before you pull that catheter out, have your cotton ball right above, but don't put pressure on it yet. Have it right above, pull the catheter all the way out, and then right away put the pressure on. And it hurts to have that catheter pulled out when you're pushing pressure on it. And the same goes for venipuncture. When you're taking the needle out, don't put pressure on it because the catheter or the needle will kind of scrape the inside of the vein and it really hurts. And we don't want to do that. So double tourniquet, 4x4 under the catheter to catch the blood, a Chux pad under the tourniquets so you can really tighten it down, and don't put pressure until the catheter is out. If you have your own tips and tricks, I would love to hear them. Or if you were one of the other people there and you remember some of the things that we learned, help me remember. Those are the ones that really stuck with me. So anyways, thanks for watching.